Today, I'm so excited to feature the collection A Scar Where Goodbyes Are Written, a bilingual anthology of poetry written by 15 Venezuelan poets who are currently residing in Chile. This book was compiled, translated, and edited by my dear friend and fellow graduate of the University of Arkansas MFA, David M. Brunson, through 5 cities, 4 years, 3 countries, 2 major protest movements, and a pandemic. Bit of background. Dave first visited Chile as a tourist in July 2018 and encountered numerous Venezuelans during his travels. 2 weeks into his visit, he realized there were enough exiled Venezuelan poets in Chile to curate an anthology of their work. For many Venezuelans, Chile offered a respite from Venezuela's scarcity and hunger. But it was plagued by its own failing systems, its history of colonization and fascism, and its stratified present that these legacies created. I'm going to read you just a bit from Dave's introduction now. After describing the turbulent situation in both Venezuela and Chile, he writes, "Given this reality, what is the role of the poet? While collecting these poems, I began to think of the differences between the reportage of journalism and the reportage of poetry. While the importance of good journalism is undeniable, it at times fails to truly encapsulate the hearts and minds of its subjects, especially when an unfathomably large number of humans are involved. The reportage of journalism instead relies on meta-narrative as its primary mode of discourse, but this comes with its own set of shortcomings. The phrase, 7 million Venezuelan migrants are now living abroad, fails to encapsulate the personal, intellectual, and emotional histories that hide behind the thin veneer of statistics. It fails to account for the emotional weight of watching a country slowly fail, of watching friends and family disappear one by one, of leaving a country behind forever. The phrase, 5,287 extrajudicial killings can't account for the story of each life lost, or the emotional toll on the lives left behind of daily commutes that pass by jails and interrogation sites of the ever-present hunger. The poems of this anthology present a different kind of reportage, that of the migrant, one who struggles to find balance between being both a witness bearer and a victim of atrocity, and of rising above this trauma as a fully realized human, one who has lived these experiences but who will not be defined by victimhood. The migrant poet struggles with being a participant in a mass exodus and with retaining their own individuality, of rising up to be more than just a number." Later, he adds, "If, in these times, the reading and writing of poetry is an act of resistance, then reading poetry from other voices across racial, socioeconomic, cultural, and national lines becomes an act of rebellion. Though the lived experiences of these poets may be different, I believe the truth that these poems breathe is universal. By reading and collecting these poems and by speaking with the poets, many of whom I now have the privilege of calling friends, I have gained guidance and insight that I would not have been able to find within my own culture or my own literary tradition. I hope that you, as readers, have a similar experience. It seems things will get worse before they get better, but like the poets featured here, we still need to cling to that which keeps us human. We need to empathetically reimagine the world, and we need to listen. Through this, we might survive. We might even flourish." Today, I'm giving you 2 prompts. The first is to use an extended metaphor to write about an injustice, preferably an injustice you've inherited or experienced yourself. And my second prompt is more of a revision suggestion. Look back on your poems and think about the ways in which your writing is more journalistic than poetic, and examine which style serves the poem better. One of my favorite craft books is The Art of Description by Mark Doty. I read it during my first poetry workshop ever, and then again during my first workshop in the MFA. I highly recommend it for any writer, even if you don't write poetry. There's a passage in here where Doty discusses the morality of description. He cites the Chilean poet Neruda, who wrote the lines, "And through the streets the blood of children ran simply, like children's blood." Doty writes, "To make a figure of speech where the unbearable would feel transgressive, diminishing. Nothing can be commensurate," Neruda's anti-simile seems to suggest, and therefore nothing can be placed into that space of likeness, not as an equivalent of the lost lives of children. All that to say, sometimes journalistic reportage can be sufficient, and particularly when the scope of justice is unbearable. I highly recommend you check Dave's book out. I'll be sure to leave a link to it in the description. As for our kitchen prompt today, I'm so excited to feature another Arkansas MFA translator, Joaquín Gavilano, who often appears on this channel because I make him, and who will be making arepas today in his kitchen before delivering them to me to taste test.
Hi, friends of Hiba. My name is Joaquín. I'm here to make arepas. She asked me to find a recipe for something that would be relevant to Venezuelans, and I thought arepas is the only thing I know from Venezuela. I've never made them, but we'll give it a shot and hopefully it's good. I think she'll do a taste test. We'll see what rating she gives us. Alright, so the only 3 ingredients I need, I hope, is 2 cups of water, warm water or lukewarm water. Some of this, I don't know the measurements right now, but yep, and some salt. And we'll give it a shot. Okay, so the measurement, now that I've checked, is 2 cups of this, so basically 1-to-1 ratio. I'm gonna need scissors. So, cats. So I also look after Hiba's cat, and she tends to fight with my cat. They just want to be in the camera. They want to be in the shot. Okay, I'll say that's enough. And then one more. Okay. And now, not entirely sure, but I think I now just grab some salt. Not too much. And I mix this with my hands. Oh, this feels like very fine sand. I have never cooked with this, never baked anything with this. It's a pre-cooked white cornmeal. All the recipes I found online used this brand, pan, so we'll see what's up. Okay, so I grabbed some parchment paper and put it on an oven tray, just to make it easier on me, but apparently what we need to do now is divide this into, I think, 8 pieces. We will see how that comes out. And you're supposed to make them into like little patties. I really hope they come out well, because I've never done this before, and we don't even eat arepas in Bolivia. So, hey, I've had them once. They were really good. I wish I had them more in my life, but I think I will have enough for 6, not 8 like I thought. I also didn't do a good job of dividing them up. If this is the correct way to make them, then this has been quite easy. And depending if they're good or not, I might make some more, because I enjoy different kinds of bread. I'm now heating up about 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. I'm gonna wait for that to get nice and hot. I'm just gonna spread this oil a little better. just 4. I'll just do 4 for now. And then the last 2. And if I have any friends from Venezuela who are extremely offended by how I'm doing these, please let me know, and please don't stop being my friend, because I was threatened to make these. No, just kidding, I was not. But I do like learning new recipes for stuff. Wait until they're golden brown, and then flip them. We're gonna bake these in a minute, so preheat your oven to 350 Fahrenheit, or about 175 Celsius. Oh, it was not ready. I will pay for that later. From what I understand, arepas are from Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, I think. And you can basically fill them with anything. People fill them with cheese, avocado, meat, shredded meat, and it can be a great snack or breakfast or before meal, like an appetizer. The one I had was really good. I hope these are too. It smells really good. I might have made it too thick. Not sure. Well, I guess we'll know when Hiba taste tests them. Off into the oven they go. And now I set an alarm for about 15 to 18 minutes. So I'm gonna say 18 because I don't think they were gold enough, but we'll see. Okay. These look good, I think. I'm not an expert, but they seem good. They're very hot, obviously. I think this one cracked a little, but that's okay. They look good. I'm happy. I hope they taste good. I'm gonna wait a little bit until they cool down a little, because I'm guessing the dough inside is kind of soft at this point. So kind of give it a minute to cool, and after that we'll cut them open and put some cheese in there and make some nice cheese arepas. I went ahead and got some shredded mozzarella and cheddar. I think it will melt really nice inside. That looks really good. Look at how it's starting to melt. I'm also gonna make some of them. I'm gonna add some of this mermelada de locoto, which is like pepper jam. It's spicy and sweet. It's really good. I think it'll go really well. I think these are ready to take to Hiba. Iftar is happening soon, so I think it's perfect timing. And I'm excited to try them myself. But that's it for me. Thank you all. Bye.
Hi guys, I'm back for my taste test. Joaquín just dropped these off and they smell amazing. He said that one is cheese and the other is pepper jelly. So I'm very excited. Going to taste them now. It's good. It's really good. I'm surprised this is his first time making it. Alright, let me try the pepper too. That's even better. But it's really spicy. I think I'm gonna give them 5 out of 5. I don't know if I'll tell him that though. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you tomorrow.